Hey, thanks for coming back. Hey, listen, I was not planning to do another video on the subject of Islam and Muslims and so forth, but I'm really getting cranky about some new language that's starting to show up in Western media, liberal sources, progressive sources, who are, and apologetic sources who try to, they've developed a new word, Islamist. Islamist. There's no such thing as an Islamist. That's like saying assault weapon, assault rifle. No such thing as that either, right? Boogeyman. No such thing as that either. There's no such thing as an Islamist, right? So they want to put the word Islamist because Islam, which is a government masquerading as a religion, they don't want to recognize that either. And then there are Muslims. Muslims are human beings who practice some flavor, some degree of what is called Islam. Now, there is only one Islam. There is no moderate Islam. Islam is Islam. A person who does not practice Islam as prescribed in the madrasas, as prescribed in the highest ranking mosques in the world, is not a real Muslim. They are something else. Actually, if it got real cranky out there, they would be called infidels or kafir. So the term Islamist is to try to put a title on people who practice the pure version of Islam, right? Which is violent, anti-woman, not a religion of peace and all that stuff. And everyone else, they're trying to say that Muslims don't practice, Muslims are not extreme practitioners of Islam. Bullshit. Bullshit. And only Islamists are practitioners of the real Islam. The problem is, Islam is extreme. It is the most extreme tyrannical entity on the planet. So, but what about those other 1.6 billion people who have that title? I'm going to say most of them will be killed off if there was a war of purity. Most of them would never survive in Iran or Saudi Arabia, especially the women. They would either try to escape or be killed, right? So there is no such thing as Islamists. There is only Islam, and there are people who practice Islam in varying degrees of purity, and the less pure, the less Islamic they are. And then they're basically like Christians that go to church on Christmas and Easter, and they call themselves Christians, but they don't really practice the religion, and therefore they're not really affected. Um, so I wanted to clarify that. If you hear the term Islamist, it's bullshit. It's people who are just trying to not recognize the truth about the danger of Islam and those who practice it. Now, if you ever get a chance to take a hidden camera into a mosque and listen to an imam, and only go to a mosque that has a high ranking in the Islamic world, you will have an eye-opening experience about what is actually taught there. All right, so that's my rant for this morning. Thanks for watching. I promise I'll try not to do another Islamic content and do something fun like first aid or something, but I really had to say something about this. So thanks for watching. Carry on.